Hey, what's going on, guys? BotMentality here with another video for you today. Man, have we had so much excitement in the markets lately, man. We've seen Bitcoin down and up. It's been crazy, I know. If you've been following me on Twitter, I've been very active there. But I actually haven't uploaded a video in a couple days, and guys, and I'll tell you exactly why, what's been going on. But yeah, we're going to get to talk a little bit about the markets here and where I see us moving here in the next couple days, couple hours, and what my trade ideas are for today. So first, what's been going on with me? So pretty much for the past, let's say 2 days, I've had the craziest sleep schedule and it's been really irregular. And we had a lot of market action as well. So what I've been doing is essentially sitting here responding to you guys on Twitter, focusing on the charts and really planning out some of my next couple trades here for the next few days. You know, I was able to make a couple $100 on this move, which is nowhere near what I could have done in a perfect world. However, you know, it happens, guys. You know, not every single day you're going to have a huge record-breaking day where you just rake in massive profits. Sometimes you have to trade up a little bit. You got to change your strategy. You're going to have to be patient. And some days you're just not going to miss it. You know, it might not hit your order. You might not get your fill. But next time you will. And when preparation meets opportunity, that's when you receive the biggest gains. So what has been going on with me? Well, I actually had a friend come over and he hung out with me for a little bit. We went and just talked about trading, and I really essentially we had a discussion about the huge opportunity it can bring you. And so he went ahead and jumped in, and he went ahead and picked himself up a tower, and he's ready to go. He got himself a computer, has some pretty nice specs on it, and he is ready to go ahead and jump into the markets. So we went ahead and picked that up while we were here. And while this was happening, we had this move here on Bitcoin. We had this move right here where we were just running up. That was when this was going on. So I was in some trades. You know, he was over here. We were talking a little bit about it. We picked up that tower, helped him get everything set up. Got, Binance and GDAX, all that stuff is set up now. And so he's ready to go. And my point with that, guys, is it's never too late to get in. It is never too late to get in. You know, it wasn't too late back here. It wasn't too late here. And it's not going to be too late now. So that's what I have to say for new traders. I received that question a lot. It's never too late to get started and start learning, because what you need to do is prepare yourself for the next huge run to capitalize on, which is what happened back here in December. So we went up and picked up that computer, and then if that wasn't enough, we had to go pick up a dog too. So we went ahead and picked up a little puppy, cute little guy. I haven't named him yet, but just to go to show that you can spend your trading profits on a lot of different things, guys, and a dog is definitely one of an excellent way to do that. And so yeah, I actually recommend, if you guys are sitting here, trying to trade part-time or full-time or anyway, you want to have like someone to talk to. It can be pretty lonely. I'm not going to lie, sitting here in front of your computer screen for a couple hours a day. So you should have a dog sit there to talk to, and you might not get a lot of responses back. But just having someone there. So anyway, we picked up a little puppy. He's really cute. And so enough about that, guys. We'll go ahead and jump into it. So that's really where I've been. During this bull run, I stayed up for 36 hours straight, just watching the market and just scalping and trading that way. And that was rough, because what ended up happening was, as soon as I fell asleep, I sold my last position in 9.5. I sold my last position right in here, and I posted that on Twitter, and then I passed out. I didn't wake up until we were back down here, guys, so it was pretty crazy. But I'm definitely going to go ahead and work on regulating my schedule a lot more. It's better just to set stops and pass out than actually sit here and watch the whole action, because it can change your whole life, man. You can, instead of just being able to wake up through this and see this whole move, you end up passing out for 10 hours straight and wake up not knowing what's going on. But I set some low orders there on BNB. We actually ended up getting filled into that, which is pretty sweet. BNB is going to be making some moves soon. So we'll go ahead and jump into this analysis here for you guys. So the market sentiment, what I'm seeing right now on the 1 hour, what I'm seeing here is we had this huge run up to 9,800. Okay, we'll just round that up there. Huge run up to 9,800, and then we pulled back. Now I traded this setup here. We had that ascending triangle that I've been talking about for days. I traded that rip. And I traded a little bit up into here, very close stops as well, and we pushed up to 9.8. So remember, essentially what this whole time period is preparing for, and what I've been telling you guys, we're preparing for 10K. So I was surprised we made it this far. I thought we would run up to 9,300 and pull back, but we kept going. So remember, I was talking about the prior videos and analysis. I was saying, hey guys, there's a lot of people sitting on the sidelines, and that's exactly what we saw here. There's people sitting here waiting for the opportunity to buy before we go to 10K. When we didn't see it right here, the dumping and the profit taking from the longs happened. So we sold off. We had a bounce, rejected here at 9.5, had a pull back some more, and then we had a bounce, rejected here at 9.2, pulled back some more, made a higher low right here, and now we're sitting here at 8,905, exactly where we're at right now. So where are we going to go from here is the question. I'm going to break this down a little bit further, go to the 15 minutes so I can talk a little bit more in detail. So what we're forming right now is we're forming a sort of, I guess I'll say channel. The range we're looking to break out here is above that 9,200, 9,178 area, okay? And then we're also looking to, we'll probably consolidate here, break over that, and then that'll probably fuel the move up back through 9.5, up through 10,000. The question is, when is that going to happen? Okay, so right now, the lows I'd be watching are these lows right here, that 8,700 area. You can even make this a little bit tighter. You can pull it right there at 8,750. Keep an eye on that range, because chances are if we break below that, we have a very good chance we're going to break that low there at $8,600. And we do have a lot of support in this area. At least we should, but anywhere between 8,750 and 9,000, just judging based off this. And guys, this is just me jumping in right now and looking at the charts. I haven't sort of pre-planned any of this analysis. I just want to kind of show you what I see immediately when looking at this. You see the volume. We had an increase in volume here on the 1 hour. This increase in volume marked by that purple line is a sign that we're seeing a lot of people. We're seeing a lot of, critical resistance levels getting pushed there. I keep getting messages. I'm sorry, guys. We see a lot of resistance levels we're pushing through there and pushing up towards 9,800. And we saw that increase in volume, which is perfect. That's exactly what we want to see. So right now, the level I'd be watching right now, the scoop longs would be anywhere around 8,800. And you have that close risk there at 8,750. Me personally, I'm waiting for a little bit more data. I want to see some more. I want to see, maybe we'll push up a little bit higher. Maybe a little bit pull back here, and another rescue to head up here, or the rescue of the lows there, and get it scooped right back up to push over 9,000. That's what I'm thinking. If I see price action change, I might change my plan a little bit, maybe for a scalp or for a different entry. It all just depends on how we play out here. But guys, remember, there is no rush. There is absolutely no rush. Because what happens is if you get caught up in just jumping in and buying us because you think we're going to go right there, this is what you're going to end up buying. And then you're going to end up stopping out probably 30, 40 times waiting for this to happen. So just be patient. You let the data happen. If anything, you can buy partials if you're looking to hold for a longer term position. But there is no reason to jump in really quick out of nowhere and get sort of the FOMO. Because when you get FOMO, what's going to happen? That's fear of missing out. You're going to end up buying this right here. Okay? So that's one thing there. So on the hourly, those are the two ranges I'm watching. I'm thinking I want to see this play out a little bit more before I take a position. I'm just sitting on my profits here from the past couple of days. And let's wait and see what happens. There's nothing too much to freak out too much about this right here. So we'll go to the daily. Let's talk about the daily. Now, this is where things get interesting, guys. This is really what I want to talk about. So where are we at in terms of the bigger picture? Remember, we had these two lows right here, these two pullback here in the 9,600 area, right? These two pullbacks here essentially formed a double bottom. We saw a nice follow through on that ABCD pattern I mentioned here in a prior video. And right now where we're at is we pushed up towards 10,000 and pulled back. This is golden. Okay, this is a great setup. As far as the market sentiment right now, guys, we're still bullish. We're still bullish. People are kind of freaked out a little bit by that red candle on that pullback we had here yesterday on the 25th. But don't let that get to you. Do not let that get to you, because in the large picture, this is exactly where we need to be. What we wanted to see was such follow through on this ABCD pattern I talked about in a prior video. That's the follow through we needed. We have so much room to pull back above this $7,000, what was it, 6,700 area that we talked about prior. So much room to pull back on the daily to make another higher low and look to take out these highs. So don't freak out about this one red day we had. $10,000 is a huge resistance level. Now, one thing I'll say is I posted this on Twitter. A lot of people were saying once we break 9,500, there's no resistance till 11,500. And I definitely said I warned against that, because you have 10,000 is a very, remember I talked about whole and half dollar marks in prior videos. $10,000, that's sort of that even number, is a big psychological resistance. And we definitely saw the sell off here. So great job everyone who took profits into that move. But right now, any higher low, the level I'm currently watching on the daily for a long entry, if we don't hold the support I pointed out there on the hourly, the long entry I'm looking for is towards that level. So I will buy heavily into the 8,400, 8,500 area. That might correlate on Ethereum with around $550 area on Ethereum. And I'm not quite sure about Litecoin, probably around 135-ish, 140, around there on Litecoin. And that's what I'm looking for if we get that low. Well, will we get that low? I don't know. Look at how we got bought up there on the bottom of those wicks. We got bought right back up towards 9,000. But we'll find out here in the next couple hours where we're going to go within that pattern I end up drawing there on the hourly. So what I'm thinking right now, guys, just be patient. I'm going to let this play out a little bit. Be patient. If you're already long, just keep an eye on those levels I pointed out here. You want to keep an eye on the daily on that low, that candle of $8,602.43. If you're long, If you're currently bag holding from higher price levels, you definitely need to keep an eye on that low. But remember, guys, you really shouldn't ever be in a position where you're bag holding. You need to get stopped out, okay? If you're sitting here on the hourly and you got long in here, okay, in this area, depending on your size, okay, but you need to be careful about the whole add lower thing, or about the just wait, hope it'll come back up, because you never know what sort of news can come out that could invalidate your thesis. You need to respect your stop. Respect your stop, especially if you chased up in this. Well, I think we'll get back over that, yeah, but how long it'll take, we have no idea. Let's just let the chart develop. We'll get some more information, and let's see how we're going. If you're looking for the hourly, keep an eye on this 9,000 reject. See if we reject there, that could indicate we can come back here and retest the lows there at $8,750. But yeah, so that's pretty much what I got for right now, guys. I'm currently sitting all cash except for my BNB scoops, and I'm just in my altcoin trading account, and I'm sitting on that long. But besides that, I'm all cash, and I'm waiting to let this pattern play out a little bit more. And I'm keeping an eye on these lows and looking for a sort of maybe a wedge to form to the downside, or an equilibrium pattern with higher lows, looking for that 9,200 breakout. That's what I'm keeping an eye on. I'm just going to be patient after this sellout. So we're at 11 minutes now. Okay, one more thing I really want to talk about with you guys is this right here, what I've been talking about on my Twitter, okay? I posted this here talking about, how much I'm up right now, and also I talked about the amount of trading days per year. And you really need to keep this in perspective, guys. So this is going to be a little bit of a longer video, I can already tell, because as soon as I get talking, I just keep going. So if you take away the, in the stock market, you take away the weekends and holidays, you're left with 252 trading days per year, okay? So in cryptocurrency, it's open 24/7. You can change the numbers around, and it's a lower amount you need to make per day. But let's just say you take holidays and weekends off, right? So $200 a day is $50,000 a year. That's incredible. Even half that at $100 a day, an extra $25,000 a year. Who wouldn't want that, guys? It's like a Corvette a year. It's like a C6 a year. You can go buy that, right? $25,000 a year. That's amazing. With $25,000 a year, that can pay you through college. That can pay off all your credit card debt. You can use it as a down payment on a house every single year. There's so much you can do with $25,000 a year at $100 a day, okay? $400 a day, you're at 6 figures. You won't ever have to go work another 9 to 5 in your life if you can pull $400 a day. Heck, you can pull $300 a day at $75,000 a year. That's great, right? So what I'm trying to get at by looking at these numbers is how important it is for 2 things. Number 1, to manage your risk, manage your stops. If you're trading this on the daily, guys, you've been trading this recently. If in the past, let's just say let's go on the daily here. The past, actually 4 hour would look better. So in the past couple hours, let's say the past 48 hours. If you're trading this and you didn't lose money, you're doing fantastic. If you made money, that's even better. But the biggest thing is not losing the money, okay? So if you're sitting here and you're buying into this stuff and you end up taking a loss that sets you back, you buy up here and you take a loss that sets you back, 2-3 weeks in profits, maybe even more than that. What you're missing is the big picture, and this is the big picture. You want to focus on consistency and building that consistency to take you further in your trading career. This making $50 a day, $100 a day, $200 a day, that compounds, okay? So even though, and this, I'm talking to myself here too, guys, even though in this, I might have only made a couple $100, over a day or two in this move right here, the biggest thing was not only did you not lose money, but you made a little bit. And each cent you make, guys, is pushing you closer and closer to this. To putting up those sort of numbers over a year's period. And I'm only talking about 252 days here, guys. I don't take any days off. So you can make less amount to make the equivalent amount of money. So that's it. That's what I want to talk about. I had a whole, as you can see down here on the bottom, I had a whole rant about this, positivity rant about what you can do with that sort of money if you just focus on it and look at it from that perspective. So I have so much planned here for the future, guys. I want to come out with a newsletter. I've been receiving a lot of DMs about coming out with with sending charts and adding that to my technical analysis and sending that out on a daily basis. So that is coming soon. I'll be releasing that. I also want to I talked a little bit about starting a private community. There's something formed around positivity. Having some of you guys in there that I can really focus with, and we can discuss different trading ideas and really just focus on, like I said, positivity is important. Chasing that sort of financial gain that we're talking about here in this tweet, chasing that, and that's what we're focusing on. So that is all coming soon, guys, and I will have another video out for you tomorrow, and I'm super excited about this action. Hit me up on Twitter if you have any questions. Shoot me an email, leave a comment. I will get back with you absolutely as fast as I can. Again, guys, stay focused. This is Bot Mentality here. Focus on building your trading mentality, your bot mentality. Eliminate your emotions and learn to trade like a machine, guys. Have a great rest of your day. I am out. Deuces.